Hey, loudmouths. Cool Crew here to give you another podcast uh, about Louder Than Life 2025. Good, bad, and sweaty.
Sweaty indeed. It was hot.
But before that, check out the hat.
Ta-da! It's cool.
Got the recycle symbol on it, some like earthy stuff, and wha-bam! A QR code somewhere.
Over right here. It says drink better on this side. It says
Embroidered.
Recycle.
Embroidered on this side. You can't see it because there's a microphone in the way or headset in the way, and in the rear, what does it say, Megan?
It says Fort Wayne,
Indiana. Yeah, pretty excited about this. Hope to get some more and maybe hook up our, what are they called?
Ambassadors.
Yeah, our ambassadors with them. On the front here it says Keep Cool Eco Sleep Podcast. Wasn't supposed to say podcast. That's a miscommunication to our vendor, so that will get changed. But this one's still cool.
It's still pretty cool. It's the OG.
We're back through some trials and tribulations.
Some serious technical difficulty.
Yeah. The computer was restarting on us. And when we asked about it, Windows 11, I guess? I don't know. But audio's not as good down here, but we've kind of got a setup going.
Mm-hmm.
Feels pretty good. It's our little space. We put a backdrop in. So hope you guys enjoy it. But we're going to get back on track and talk about Louder Than Life.
Oh, yeah. Let's start by doing an overview of like the festival overall, and then maybe get into some highlights.
That's a great plan. I'm glad you read that straight from the notes.
I was trying to make a smooth transition.
I love it. I liked calling it out too.
Yeah, I know.
Cut it if you don't like it. So
that's the power.
Louder Than Life was huge.
Yes, the definitely expanded layout was definitely expanded. We got what, like
25,000
steps pretty much each day.
Yeah. So first day we got 25,000 steps. That was just set up. I was just set up and getting a lay of the land. There weren't any bands playing, nothing. Just 25,000 steps day one camping. Then 4 days of festival. Then teardown was about half that, maybe 13,000 steps. So yeah, it was the real deal as far as how I was feeling.
Yeah.
It cooked me Friday.
Actually. Oh yeah, you were pretty cooked on Friday. So.
But yeah, it was really cool though.
Yeah, no, it was super cool.
It was worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because of, what do we think, Megan? Why was it worth it?
I mean, we got to see some awesome bands, but also like Kentucky Kingdom was a really cool
Yeah, Kentucky Kingdom was sweet. We checked out some our mic's going, or our camera's going a little crazy. We got a little bit darker of an environment. Same camera actually, but it's just darker in here. So Kentucky Kingdom was sweet.
Yeah.
It was awesome to have an amusement park and a rock festival. Like the presence of the photography abilities, like having a roller coaster in the backdrop of your shot was really cool to see. I've seen some really cool pictures on people's Facebooks and Instagrams and all that. But that's just cool. But also like hitting the bumper cars, like little bump car mosh pit.
Mm-hmm. The carnival mosh pit running into each other.
Yeah,
that was a good time.
And the Kentucky Kingdom bumper cars were pretty sweet. It was a smaller setup, so like 8 cars, still enough room for you to get going and pop each other. But there weren't a bunch of people you didn't know in your way.
Yeah.
It
That you're
was-
like, well, I probably shouldn't hit this person.
Oh, I bumped the shit out of them.
Take that.
When I do my bumper car too, I'll like put my body into it.
I take bumper cars very
Very
serious.
seriously. My little mosh pit.
Always be mosh.
Always be moshing. With the Kentucky Kingdom, bumper cars are sweet, but Ferris wheel, it was super sweet.
Very cool.
Watching shows up high in the sky, taking pictures down there. Yeah. Lots of cool people riding the Ferris wheels and whatnot. Roller coasters, we didn't hit those as much. We were both too chicken shit for whatever reason, or tired.
Well, we figured out that we like different kinds of roller coasters, so that made it. So.
She likes the wrong kind. I like the right kind. That's what I heard.
Okay.
Someone told me that.
Drop a comment, which is better: the roller coasters with the big old drops, lame, or the ones that spin you around and you go like all kinds of directions.
Oh, I
really
see.
Fast.
Trying to bias the audience. I see. Yeah.
I mean,
you're a real solid poll taker there.
Yeah, because everyone's gonna side with me. I'm clearly the cool one in this group, so.
All right.
I hope all the comments are just for you, just because you're whining about it.
Do it.
You know what to do.
Do it. Make it happen. What else about Kentucky Kingdom?
I mean, I think some of the really cool things about Kentucky Kingdom we'll talk about a little bit later, but the stage there was super cool.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about that a little bit more.
Spoiler plug. Yep. So the one thing that was maybe a drawback, well, I say one thing. The next thing that was maybe a drawback, or we had a couple drawbacks to the new system here. Second stage, what is that? Revel stage and decibel stage?
Decibel and reverb, yeah.
Reverb. Yeah, they were just too deep, narrow and deep.
Yeah.
So it felt like eons before you got to anything. And sometimes there's a crowd and you just can't get through it. And then both the stages are kind of separated.
Yeah, there was a row of vendors on
and
both
a bathroom.
sides. Yeah, so it just kind of made it I like when you have the two stages next to each other. You can kind of sit midway back and kind of watch both of them. You don't have to be way up in it, and that just those vendors right there made it kind of impossible, which was a bit of a bummer, to be honest. So, and honestly, I think there were some points where we were well, we want to go down there, but we also then want to come right back, and we really want to hoof it. We're getting tired, so.
Yeah, there was that screen.
Yeah, that's true. That was helpful.
So right by main stage, there was a screen with some speakers, and that was pretty cool. Because you could bop off of main stage and kind of get a view of those two side stages and just see what's going on over there a little bit.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I don't know. It might just be that that's kind of a circumstance of the layout that they're just going to have to deal with.
Yeah, I feel like if they didn't after the bathrooms, I think if they just didn't have vendors there, or if they maybe had fewer vendors there, you could solve that problem.
Yeah, I think there was a VIP thing there though that we didn't ever do or know about.
Oh, we didn't have VIP, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they one thing I thought was cool, we didn't use it, but Bud Light always has that their little lounge thing has a second story, which made it kind of cool to be, theoretically you could go up there and watch them. So I guess if they had more viewing platforms like that, seems kind of maybe move some of those vendors somewhere else and so you can enjoy the stage a little bit more. So
yeah,
but I'm sure they'll get it figured out.
Yeah, so that was one of the troublesome parts. The next one was getting locked out of my campground day one. Yeah, so we get all set up and we're like, okay, let's go check out the different camp areas, and then we go to check them out and we come back around 10:15 and the gates are locked. It's like, what the heck? Nobody's there. Gates are just locked. So all of our stuff is in there. The place we need to sleep is in there. And there was a group of us there. And most of them were not quite so Rotund?
I'd say svelte.
Svelte. Oh, okay, yeah. So they were able to kind of nimbly bimbly under the fence, which there's some liability there. Somebody gets hurt doing that. I don't know.
Right.
That was not the best thing, I
Yeah,
guess.
definitely
And
not.
Megan was able to make her way in there, but yeah, I didn't really feel like doing that, and I didn't know if I get stuck or what. So I walk and I get some help. And they can't do anything. They're a worker there. They don't have the key. They're locked in there too, I guess. So I was kind of being a Karen a little bit. I was a little upset. Eventually I just man up and crawl under the gate and suck it in. Glad the gate didn't fall on me or anything, I guess. But yeah, hopefully that next year they get that taken care of. But
Yeah, there was just a little bit of disorganization over in the No Power RV Island, and it was kind of like, like the signage wasn't great. Didn't really know where we were supposed to go half the time. Getting set up was kind of like weird.
Yeah.
So there was definitely some challenges. But again, I think it's the first time they've had it over there, so hopefully they'll fix it. There were some positives too, though. Like we never had to wait in line for the shower.
that was great.
That was amazing.
Yeah, we have a shower setup that is different, and we didn't have to use that. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was nice.
So while we were there, though, we were fortunate enough to have made our bandanas and hand out samples, Keep Cool Eco Sleeve samples, yeah, for people to keep their drinks cool and keep their hands warm. And so, yeah, that was fun. We had black bandanas, we had white bandanas, and we were also able to set up a little DIY tie-dye setup. And I made like 3 tie-dyed ones. We had several neighbors that stopped by and made some of theirs, and it was cool. Saw some of our old camping neighbor friends. That was cool.
That's super cool.
Dawn stopped by. That was great. She probably won't watch this, but if she does, hey, Dawn. That's okay. She knows all of our stories already.
It's true. Yeah, she was there for most of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But anyways, to those of you who we handed out samples to, thanks for putting up with us. And thanks for all your support on socials. You tagged us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and shameless plug. Thanks to you, audience, as well. Please like, share, and subscribe. All those things.
We appreciate it very much.
So now what we're going to go through is the process of the weekend and some of our highlights.
Yeah. Right? Highlight time.
Yep. Megan, you want to start us off?
So we got to see Silly Goose on the Kingdom stage, which was the auditorium in Kentucky Kingdom, which was so cool. Like, it was just a cool stage. It was like a setup stage, and just like the audience there was great. There were some seats. There was the whole pit area was filled, and the energy was just crazy. Like, they're so good live. And so just to see them in that space, you're like, oh, let's walk off from the bumper cars and go see Silly Goose. Like, that was just a cool, really fun experience. And it seemed like,
oh yeah, and we did the little teacup things or whatever. No, it was clogs.
Yeah, the spinny clogs. Yeah.
Right before or after that.
Yeah, something like that. It was something, but because you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go on a carnival ride and then go watch a cool band in a really small venue. Like like this cool tiny
personal venue. Like
if
you wanted to get up close in the standing area, you could. Mm-hmm. Or bonus, there was seating for those of you who were hotter than hell.
Oh, so hot.
This guy, and wanting to sit down for a minute. Speaking of it being hotter than hell, up next was Set It Off, and they were awesome as always. Our daughter Addie, she loves she loves
Set It Off.
Set It Off, and so do we.
Yeah,
they've got some really cool songs.
Yeah, it's been cool to see because she's been a fan of them for so long. It's been cool to see how they've grown, in the past couple of years, and how excited they are to kind of be getting the audiences and stuff now. So like their energy is super cool.
Yeah.
So it was hot though.
Yeah, it was hot. We had 2 people we saw who, went down and needed some medical
Yeah.
care
Yep.
because of the heat. So I'm glad that they were able to get taken care of. And then the following day, they had put up water stations, which was good, like a misting station and a water station right there. So it was good to get the loudmouths taken care of. By the way, that was on the loudmouth stage, which wasn't at Burgerman and Beyond. So that's maybe why they hadn't quite set that up
I didn't realize
yet. But it was a cool stage. It was right next to the campgrounds, which was cool for the cool campers, not us on No Power RV Island, right?
Yep.
That's what you call
That's
it, right?
what I'm calling it. No
Yeah.
Power RV Island.
Yeah. So
Because it was basically its own island. So
yeah.
But yeah, that was super cool.
Fast forward to the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
It was Bad Omens and Slayer, both awesome bands. We weren't right up front. We just kind of wanted to enjoy their show. So what do we do, Megan?
We went to the top of a Ferris wheel.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And we were able to see a little bit of Slayer in the Ferris wheel and a little bit of Bad Omens in the Ferris wheel.
I mean, they were both really cool, though. And it
Okay.
was super cool to be able to see those bands from, the top of a Ferris wheel. And you got a really cool view of, like, the huge crowd and everything like that. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the next day. I didn't put it in our outline, but it was awesome, and it was always awesome.
Yeah.
And I should have put it in our outline, but Megan?
Nonpoint. Nonpoint's such a good live show. If you have not seen them, do it now. They're just so good live. So much energy. Those guys are so cool. Like, they've been on Chip Rock like a billion times. They're just like the coolest guys out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I love the auction with Elias. So,
oh yeah.
And Jason, super nice guy
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they're all very cool. So yeah, definitely a good show for sure.
Yep. Moving next, Hailstorm. Lots of drinking, lots of having fun.
Lots of singing about rum and being a pirate and
Yeah.
other random stuff. It was fun.
And a giant. Now I'm a Jeeper, so I appreciate this. A giant rubber ducky.
Did you have rubber ducky envy?
I did. I
It was
did.
huge. It took up like half the stage.
Yeah. They didn't even have hardly any room to walk around.
Right.
They're just like, we need a rubber ducky.
We'll make it work. It's fine.
Yeah,
It was
so-
pretty cool. So
It was super cool. My nephew, he loves that band, and I now am very fond of them. I would certainly go see them if they were in my town and I knew about it, or maybe in the Fort
the
Wayne,
vicinity.
the
Yeah,
area.
for sure.
Lots of fun.
Mhm.
Speaking of cool, odd vibes, up next would be Powerwolf.
Powerwolf was cool.
Powerwolf was very cool. German? Was
Yeah,
it?
I think German or somewhere in that area, that
Yeah.
part of the world.
Um,
Very, very cool. Very cool presentation and very, very cool sound. So
yeah. Thank you, B Dog Raka, for the advice. We definitely enjoyed checking out that show
yeah,
and their weird but cool vibes.
yeah, it was fun.
Megan? you
Oh,
wanna take
so
this
we
one?
got to take part in what I guess has been Sleep Token's largest ritual to date. So that was so interesting because that was the it was interesting to see because usually how it works is people you go in and there's a smaller crowd, and as the day goes on there's a bigger crowd. Those Sleep Token fans did not play. They were there early and they were excited to be there. So they're a cool vibe. It was neat to see. It was neat to be part of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Closing out the night that night would have been Avenged Sevenfold. It was kind of interesting that the crowd played out as much as
Yeah.
it did.
Well, I think there were
After
just
sleep
Sleep
token.
So what I heard was that somebody said that Like there were literally people who, because their other shows sold out,
Yeah.
that they were getting louder than live tickets. So they were basically there to see Sleep Token. So the crowd actually cleared out quite a bit. Which I didn't mind because we got to go a little bit closer for Avenged. Avenged is so good too. They're just so good live.
Yeah.
It's great seeing them. They played Gunslinger and they were like, you know, we usually, you know, people are like, play the hits, and they're like, but we have never felt more free as a band. And it's like, it's just so cool to see them in a place where they can just kind of do what they want and play what they want and write what they want. So it was a very cool show.
Yeah. They're always a great show, and crowd was into it. We had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long day.
Yeah.
So I could see why some people left. It was probably more because they were tired than anything.
Yeah. Or because they went to go see Sleep Token. So.
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah, but
good stuff. We woke up in the morning and watched Silent Theory.
Yay!
Which we're pretty big fans,
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember like 2019, 2018, something like that. YouTube, like popping up on my feed, and yeah, I've been a fan ever since. Love to see that they got to have a festival show.
Mm-hmm.
We just did VIP.
Yeah,
After
so
that,
cool. That was so cool.
At Pierre's here in Fort Wayne. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Got to meet him again, and
we got to talk about Jingle All the Way, which was pretty great.
Yeah.
They're cool guys. Super cool.
Super cool guys. Yeah. Funeral Portrait.
Yes. Funeral Portrait, I think, was a surprise hit.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. I did not expect it to be as great as it was. Those guys are super cool live.
Mm-hmm.
Good vibe.
Yeah, great energy, good vibe.
Yeah.
Really embracing their
quirkiness.
I think their own quirkiness.
Yeah.
So which she loved to see. So
yeah. Then we went down to the Big Bourbon Bar.
Oh my gosh. So the Big Bourbon Bar is probably one of my favorite, because I feel like in years past, the Big Bourbon Bar was just kind of like a space. And you went in there if you wanted a bourbon drink, but then there wasn't really anything else there. But they put stages in last year, I think. But this year they really upped the game and put more shows in there and stuff. And it was so cool to be in there. It was probably one of my favorite cool niche spaces, because it felt like being at a small indie venue where you're just going and you get to see this cool band and you get to have some fancy drinks, and it was just a cool vibe.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a place that was, I'm sure these places exist, but there was a place like that here, I guess the club room was kind of like that, but whiskey. Anyway, it was such a cool vibe. It was just a really cool vibe. I loved it. I would see as many shows as I could in there.
And there were a lot of good bands.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of low key good bands.
Mm-hmm.
The one we're about to talk about now is Holocene.
Holocene was so cool.
Yeah.
That's another band we found on YouTube, and
yeah,
very cool.
It's a cover band, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. They had some good.
And they had they played some of their original stuff. It was cool to see them, and yeah, I love the Big Bourbon Bar. Got some drinks. Got to chill at a little table, standing table, and yeah.
Yes, it was a cool vibe. Oh, sure.
Proceeding that was I Prevail. Yeah. So Eric, Dylan, still rocking hard. Big audience still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their new music is so dope too. So I'm really excited to see them just continue to chug along and move and do their thing. So
yeah, looking forward to seeing where they go.
Yeah.
Hopefully Brian is able to work out whatever he's got to work out. Eric and Dylan, awesome.
Oh yeah.
The rest of the guys, yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, closing it off on Sunday. What happened Sunday? He got really drunk is what happened.
Literally don't remember. Now, because you don't have any notes. We got to see, okay, so Sunday was kind of crazy. It rained, so some stuff got moved around. So we actually got to see Sleep Theory on late, which was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Sleep
really
Theory.
cool. Sleep Theory was really cool late.
3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace was awesome. First time I'd seen Adam
Yeah.
live, so
Oh
that was
yeah.
cool.
Adam, I kept telling her, I'm like, Adam Gontier does a thing for that band. Like he's just got some charisma, and I don't even know how he does it.
Yeah.
It's just good.
And it wasn't, yeah, it was just, he just had a vibe that I was just like, oh yeah, definitely.
hmm
Oh, finally got to see Wage War. Finally got to see We Came as Romans. So that was really cool. Yeah.
I mean, it was a very cool day.
It was a super cool day.
You know,
There was also a lot of
drinking,
keeping
yes.
ourselves cool with liquid.
Yeah.
So.
I had a hard day Friday and Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
so I made up for it.
Yeah.
And we had a blast.
We did.
And I usually like to go hard if I've got any gas left in the tank on the last day because it's the last day. I'm not going to be here for a while, so I'm going to go hard, have a good time.
Yep. We
Not end up in jail, though.
Yeah, don't go that hard. We might have had a little bit too much of a good time. Don't really remember.
Past 3 Days Grace. Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer because I wanted to see them.
Yes.
Which we did technically, but it was very hazy.
It was, yeah.
But,
yeah, we struggled to see those guys.
Yeah.
It's either another band that we really want to see is on, or it's the end of the weekend, or they get canceled.
Out,
Yep. So, but
we saw it. We heard a little bit of it. It was pretty cool.
Yep. And I'm glad you remember that.
It was so much fun though.
Talk about the crowd a little bit. Moving past the highlights. Lots of crowd surfing, as always. I don't know.
I think this is kind of coming up because of that, conversation that's been going on about like crowd surfing and etiquette and.
Yeah, I'm so mixed on crowd surfing. We did a whole video on it.
Yeah.
I love for people to have fun, and like I'm a big mosh pit person. Mosh pits are great. Crowd surfing is really cool too, but it does suck for fans and artists that want engagement. Like, it takes away from the band a little bit, and when all the fans in front of them are looking behind them so they don't get kicked in the head. I think it's not as fun for the artists, and I've definitely, we stand off to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
So we try to get close, but we stand off to the side to avoid the congested crowd and the crowd surfing for the most part. And you can see it in the artists' faces sometimes. Now, some artists love it, and I imagine it would be great if it were figured out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see a way where, people who wanted to crowd surf and who wanted to support crowd surfers could do that, and people who didn't could easily not have to be with that. That being said, throwing crowd surfers is not cool.
Hurting people is
not cool. Don't drop people. Don't throw people. That's not cool. We're not here to hurt each other. We're here to help each other up and support each other. So
yeah, don't throw people.
Yeah.
Dropping people is totally unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens unintentionally.
Yeah, but that's different than just being like
dropping people is totally unacceptable.
Yeah, not cool at all.
So that's what we wanted to say.
Yeah.
Louder Than Life 2025 in the books, albeit a little bit late.
Yeah, sorry.
For so many reasons. Take 5. 6.
We have been pretty busy since then too. I think this is our first full weekend home.
Yeah.
Since then, and that was 3 weeks ago. So.
Yeah. Thanks, Loud Mouths. Thanks, Cool Crew. What do we always say, Megan?
Be cool to each other.
Be cool to each other. Thank you so much.